pulled high in the air out to left field. Worth is over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Dexter Fowler will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. High and deep to right center field. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo home run there for Dexter Fowler. His 2nd home run of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His 2nd home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Chris Bryant. Ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Down the 3rd baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On the ground to the left side. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. The Cubs are on top, 6-0. Leading off the inning, Wilson Ramos, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. If he keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Espinoza. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Arrieta's ready, and the pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half, 0-2 now. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Will McHenry will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24, Will McHenry.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Set to deal on 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Ben Revere would be next. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Oliver Perez will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Anthony Rizzo gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Anthony Rizzo.
Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And there's the old slider from Perez. It's strike 1.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Two and 1.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's set down, 1 away.
Now batting.
You see here on Show Track, that pitch up and in just ties him in knots. You leave that out over the plate, you'll be in trouble, but if you can locate there, things will be just fine.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. On to first, and it's a good start to the inning for Perez. 2 away.
Now batting. Second baseman.
Javier Baez. Ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far. First offering on its way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. Hit hard toward the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 6-0. Ben Revere will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Well, that has to be a huge disappointment for that guy right there. He made yet another great pitch, but this is going to wind up as an infield single, and it's going to take away the no-hitter along with it.
Anthony Rendon will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And, boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
Now a throw over, but the runner's back easily.
Just checking.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals.
Got him.
As he just continues to mow down these hitters, 13 strikeouts now.
And you can see he is none too happy about that last call. I think he's saying it was low, and, well, now I know he was saying it was low. But, you know, you can't show up an umpire like that. He may have just cost his guys another inch or two on close calls.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Under it is Zobrist, 2 away now. Ryan Zimmerman comes forward for another shot after being robbed of a hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it was an absolute showstopper. All you can do is get back up there and try to hit the ball hard once again.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Arrieta sets. 2-1 on its way. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And I think having that guy on first is taking him totally out of his game.
Yeah, I don't know why he's so concerned. He's got the lead. If that guy wants to go, let him go.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Washington. They still find him. Ben Zobrist comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Left fielder, Ben Zobrist.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And this is going to find its way into left for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard to start the 8th.
Up next for the Cubs,
Addison Russell will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is. Under it is Harper, and Bryce has got it for the first out. So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. First delivery to him on the way. Runners on the move for second. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Jake Arrieta steps in for a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game.
Yeah, he's been in total control of this game, Matt. I see no reason to be going with anybody else out there on the mound right now.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Well, give him some credit. With 2 outs, a lot of pitchers will just leave that bat on their shoulder, but he's at least taking some hacks and making the pitcher work.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Daniel Murphy will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Up next for the Nationals,
Jason Worth will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Arrieta into the windup. Here's the 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Yeah, going right back to the sinker right there. And why not? See if he's going to chase it again.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game. Wilson Ramos will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
In there at the knees, strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. It's the Cubs 6. Back now with baseball on the show from the nation's capital. Just down the street from that building, we are set for what remains in this one. Dexter Fowler will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And that is into right field. So the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Chris Bryant strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Revere, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
First baseman number 44.
Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Well, at least he was able to make contact, and that's better than most of his teammates can say up to this point. They've been whipping left and right.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ball one.
And he doesn't look like the same reliever here in his third inning of work. Looking a little worse for wear out there.
Drilled on the ground to short. One there. On to first, and they get them both.
Wow, you know, it looked like they might have had a big inning brewing here with first and third to start things out. They do get a run home here, but I'm pretty sure that's not exactly what they had in mind.
Here's Jason Hayward now. On the ground up the middle. Espinosa's there. Spin throw, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Danny Espinosa will stand in to lead things off here in the ninth, with his guys in danger of falling into a very difficult to escape 3-0 deficit. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2. 1-2, here it comes. Another one sent foul. Chopped out to short. And a good throw gets him, one gone.
The pitcher,
Clint Robinson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25, Clint Robinson.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, this is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to hit the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Out in front of it, strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. On the ground to the right side. Rizzo is there. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. Anthony Rendon will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Chopped foul right at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. Galloping around third is Revere. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily. Bryce Harper will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Hector Rondon is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Bryce Harper will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1.
Well, that's a good spot for that two-seam fastball. Remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Fouled back. Rondon pauses. 1-2 on its way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. But this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out.